Hey, Russ here. Welcome back to the shop. Today I want to do a quick follow-up about my hand plane jointer that I did the other day. It was out of Shop Notes magazine, number 19. It was the first article on page 4, I think is where it started. And anyway, I showed you how it worked, but it wasn't working quite like it really should. Well, since then, I finally have made it to where I want it to be and how I want it to be. Let me show you real quick the improvements. So this is it here. This is where I have always wanted to mount it, was here. So instead of mounting it up here on my mini bench, it's mounted here, which gives me a much better height for jointing things. But I have found that since I mounted it here, I took a couple of board, put a board across here, and I pocket screwed it in to this board to hold this in place, and I have bench dogs all throughout this cleat. And that way, I can take this and actually set it anywhere around on my workbench I want, because I have a perimeter of bench dog holes 4 inches apart all the way around my bench. So I can actually put this anywhere to use it. It only takes a couple minutes to actually set it up. I drive a couple of bench dogs in it. Now, in this case, I also put these on here. They're optional. It actually still holds pretty good, even if I don't have these on there. So, but again, I set it up so that I can use it. And let me show you what I'm doing with it now. Now, I've taken and I planed this down nice and smooth, and I used furniture wax on it to really make it nice and slick. And so this thing is actually very perfect. So now I can take a regular board, like this is just a piece of pine, 3/4 inch, and I can take it very quickly and easily, take and make a nice square edge on just about any board that I want. And I can actually do a fairly good sized board, as you can see on here. The other thing I found is, now that it's set up, I can actually got a sharp corner where I just planed this, and now I can just take it, put it at an angle, and I can just change my angle each time I go through, and 3 or 4 passes, and now I've rounded that over. This edge is still sharp. This one's nicely round over. So I can actually round over the corners and the edges on my board if I want to this way. So it's real handy for rounding over also. I want to make an attachment for it so that I can set the board at 45 degrees and actually put a bevel on my board. But that's still something I want to do. The other thing I want to do in the near future is I wanted to make 2 push blocks for it. One of them will come down here. It'll saddle over my fence and ride along the fence to allow me control. So all I have to do is push down and forward to push my piece through. And I want to make another one that I can put on this way and push it up against the piece and be able to push it through this way and be able to control the piece. That way I can do even small pieces like this if I want to on here to touch it up or to plane it out. So I want to make a couple of push blocks for this as well. But overall, I would say this thing is pretty much a big success. It works perfect. I can joint an edge, and when I'm done, it is perfectly square. I can round the edges over real quick on here. So it's to get rid of that sharp corner. So it's a handy little way to take care of doing quick planing items. And I just set up on my workbench to be able to use it. And when I'm done, I can take it off and put it away somewhere out of my way. So it's a great addition to my shop. I'm really going to enjoy using it. If you get a chance, you might want to consider making one and trying it out. And you'll probably get hooked like I have been once you start using it, thinking about all the other things you can do with it. So the sky's the limit. Anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by and going over this with me. Let me share it with you. Don't be afraid to share it with somebody else. If you like it, make sure you say so. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. If you make one of your own, let me know. Make a video and show, and let me know what the video is. I'll let everybody know that you did that. So I think you'll find that once you got one in the shop, you'll love it. So anyway, most importantly though, please do come back again, because we're near done. Thanks, and we'll see you again very soon.